Welcome back, everybody. So as I promised, I will say a few words about the exam. So this is a computer-based exam. It will take place on ETH premises. So this is not bring your own device exam, right? So there are exams where you bring your own laptop and so on, but it's not like this. It's an ETH computer where everything is already installed. You don't have to worry about the installation or anything. It's on Windows. Mostly based on Moodle. So you will have a Moodle environment where you log in, with your ETH password and so on, select the exam. And then at some time, we give the green light to start. And then you will have roughly around 60 questions, right? So many are multiple choice or multiple true false, right? We ask you which one of these statements, so say if it's true or if it's false. We might also ask you to give some text or number answers. We will ask again if we can get you a calculator on the exam machine. I think it worked last time, so this was a popular request. Of course, we tried to keep the calculation simple, but it was creating a bit of stress with some people in the past, and so we thought if we give you a calculator, maybe that removes a bit of the stress. So we'll see if we can do it again. There is no programming, no, not in this course. Yeah, big data has programming, but information retrieval has no programming. So absolutely no programming assignment, no Python, no nothing, just Moodle and answering questions. And we'll try to get you a calculator. You will also have a translation tool. So if English is not your mother tongue, you will have a translation tool normally that is also installed on all exam computers. You can also bring your dictionary if you want to have a dictionary between, for example, English and German or English and your mother tongue. This is allowed. I think general dictionaries are also allowed. Just do not bring a specialized dictionary on the complete history of information retrieval and the solutions to the spring 2025 exam, right? So it has to be a generic dictionary, English, German, and so on.
Quick note on Moodle, if we add the calculator there, it messes a little bit the ordering of the operators, like the division operations, etc. So if you use that, just use parentheses to make sure that your calculations are correct.
Oh, you mean in the calculator?
Yeah, the Moodle calculator, if we add that. Like in cloud computing right now, there are many complaints about that. So
is it really the Moodle calculator? Because I think they just put some Windows calculator.
I don't know. There were just complaints about like
we'll try, so because we can test the environment, so maybe we can take some screenshots. So we'll try to show you what it looks like. But I think it's a pretty standard Windows calculator. It might be that you can turn it into scientific mode, but I really don't think that should actually be useful because that's just addition, multiplication. So what else can I say? So yes, mostly multiple choice and answering questions because there is no programming assignments. If at any point in time the computer freezes or anything, it's less likely to happen because there's no programming, so normally it doesn't happen. But if it does and it freezes and you're stuck, raise your hands. There is technical support. The TAs are here to help you. The time is counted individually, so if you're unable to use the environment for 10 minutes, then you'll get back the 10 minutes at the end, so there is no stress to have about this. This is also the reason why at the end, it's important to remain silent even if your exam has stopped because you use the whole 3 hours. But some other people might have, there might be not everybody ending at the same time, right? So you need to keep in mind that. And then when the TAs tell you it's good to go, then you can leave. You can leave earlier, of course. So normally, the 3 hours of the exam, they are not meant to be fully used. Normally, the exam should be solvable in a bit a shorter amount of time. But we give you the 3 hours so that you don't have any time pressure, which is one of the mindsets at ETH. What else can I say? So yes, you can arrive half an hour in advance to the exam. We try to open the doors already half an hour in advance. So anytime between half an hour and 5 minutes in advance is good. Then you can sit on the machine, and then the TA will give the instructions, and you can continue. You can start on the exam. Do you have any questions on the exam? Anything that is not clear? Right, okay. So I think this is all good. Of course, we will be here in the exam preparation period. You can continue to ask questions on the forum, on the Moodle. I'm here, the TAs are here. We will help you if there's any material that needs to be clarified. So do not hesitate. You also have the element chat. If you want to interact in the class or ask questions to the rest of the class, you can use it. I understand that you might also have other servers like Discord and so on. So of course you can use that too, but you know that you also have, if you want, the element chats with the class. On which we are too, the TAs and I will also on the element chats. All right, so yes, the slides, the recordings that I know people play at plus 25% or 50% of speed, the textbook that I recommend reading, the theoretical and practical exercises. So even though we don't test that at the exam, programming something basically means that you understand it because it forces you to think of the structure. And the clicker questions, well, of course, the clicker questions are not exactly exam questions because the point of the clicker question is just the interaction and the making you think. All right, and I think that brings us to the Mystery Game Award ceremony. So you can take now the control.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And yeah, the way we will play this out is on the order of delivery. Since the first 3 students who submitted correctly are going to pick their words, it only also makes sense to have the first student, then the second student, then the third student pick their chocolate, so they have more options. I picked some chocolates that I'm hoping that they are not boring, but feel free to choose whichever you like or whichever is left. So please, a great applause first for Xenia, or Xenia. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. In Greek, it's Xenia. So congratulations on being the first. That was really fast, by the way. Chocolates. Cookies are for the quiz. Overmalting it is. Then we have Maurice. Perfect. And the Dubai chocolate is left for Alex. It's a white Dubai chocolate. It's different, alternative. Congratulations. Yes, I think 6. We have a total of 6 submissions. Yes. Yes.
All right, so we are playing the game. So everybody on Zoom who wants to participate, please raise your hand and keep it raised, and then you can lower it as soon as you don't get a question right.
By the way, I haven't taken the course before, so go easy on me.
All right. All right, no, it seems that everybody who wanted to play actually came to the lecture hall then. We don't seem to have any players on Zoom. All right. So I will now switch to the Clicker app, and the way it will work is based on trusts because we don't have the ability to see individually if you answer or not. So we trust you that whenever you get a question wrong, you can sit, and if you got it right, you can remain standing, and then we'll see who is the last person standing. I think we should just begin, right? And then you will see how it goes. So let me prepare the browser window. All right, so I have a few questions in there. So here's the first question. You can all participate, by the way, even if you are eliminated from the winning the cookies, you can still continue to answer questions, right? So do not hesitate to continue to answer the questions and participate. So what we can do is you can give your answer on the TA team chat, A, B, C, D, and or E, and then I can see. I trust you also, but it was a suggestion in the past that the TAs do record an answer, because otherwise, when I ask, you see the solutions, right? But I trust you. So how does the number of terms, which typically we represent with the letter M, uppercase, grow with the number of documents, D, in practice? By the way, we can do it with terms or tokens, right? It's the documents or the tokens, because if there's an average document size, then the difference is just a constant factor. So you can either plot the terms against the tokens or the terms against the documents. All right. Have you written your answer on the TA team chat? On the chat, in the element chat, you can just TA team information retrieval. Let me see here. I don't see it. No, I'm on the TA team chat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, yes, now I see it. I was expecting a letter. Okay, a letter. Yeah. No, but that's okay. I understand the answer. All right. All right. So how does the number of terms grow with the number of documents in practice? And the correct answer is the square root. What did you say? Square root. Okay. So the number of terms grows in the square root of the number of documents. All right. So how many people do we still have standing? Let me count. I'm very bad at counting, but let me try. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people, and Georges. All right. So now I'm going to move on to the next one. Can go a little bit at random. I'm not sure. So maybe we can try this one. Which one of these is the correct base formula? All right. Waiting for a number of answers. And the correct answer is the first one. What did you say? First one too, right? So you see how you can tell. So basically, you have these conditions based on A. That's the chain rule, right? So in order to be consistent, you really have to have the same condition here as what you multiply it with, right? So a mathematician, it would basically be pleasant to the eyes to see something like this. And if you show this to a mathematician, they might find it a bit more unpleasant to look, because here you're multiplying a condition that is not the same in here and in here. So that's not the chain rule. So this is incorrect. Here, that doesn't make sense because we divide instead of multiplying. And here, this one, again, is not making sense. So indeed, this is this one that is correct. This is the chain rule for the probability of A and B being equal to small a and small b. And if you divide by the probability that B equals B, then you get the condition probability of that as desired, right? So George is still here, and now I'm counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students who are still in the game. And George, just checking on Zoom if nobody joined, okay. All right. So let's pick another one. So the question is this a great engine? I'm not sure why the question is not shown, but the question is this a great engine? Like, is there value on an engine that gets you this, this curve? Yes, it's, well, it's not called recall, it's called sensitivity, but it's the same thing. Yes, exactly. That's recall on the y-axis. Sensitivity is just an alternate name for recall. I think the question is not shown. The question might actually have been, is it a bad engine? Not is it a great engine, is it a bad engine? So the first, so you can change, yes means it's a bad engine, no, the second answer means no, it's not such a bad engine. The third one is also no, it's a great engine. And the fourth one is it depends. So the question is it a bad engine? Is it a bad engine? There's a few bugs in there. Maybe I could send an email to the team displaying bugs. All right. I'm not sure if you can edit your answer, but you can change it in your head because I trust you, right? So you can make the correction in your heads. So is it a bad engine? I'm going to show the answer. And the answer is no, it's not a bad engine because that's the typical case where you just swap what it returned and what it doesn't return, right? So when you have a metal detector that exactly beeps when there is nothing and doesn't beep when there is something, then you just wait for it not to beep. And that's actually a pretty useful non-metal detector. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students still in the game. And George, you responded B, so you're also still in the game. Very nice. So now, can you tell me the difference between a positional posting and a non-positional posting? Is it that a non-positional posting can correspond to multiple positional postings, or a positional posting can correspond to multiple non-positional postings? Or is there no difference? Both of them are term document pairs. Or is it no difference because both positional and non-positional postings correspond to exactly one occurrence of a term in a document? Do you have recorded your answer? Not yet? Okay. Done? Okay. All right, and the correct answer is answer A. So answer C is incorrect because the pair term documents that corresponds to the non-positional posting, term document pair. Answer number 4 corresponds to a positional posting. One occurrence of a term is a positional posting. And between the first two, it's about which is multiple of which, and a non-positional posting, there will be one for multiple position, right? So you might have just one positional posting and non-positional posting and 10 positional postings if it occurs 10 times. So a non-positional posting can correspond to multiple positional postings because a term can appear multiple times. And answer two, multiple documents can contain identical terms. That's made-up justification. That's all right. So you're still here?
Yes, I changed my answer at the very last moment.
That was last minute, but you're still here. You're still here. And how many surviving students we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. When it's a multiple choice, I'm not asking for the actual encoding. It's a multiple choice, so you can proceed with elimination. So encode the following postings list with a gamma code: 1, 4, 5, 8, 10, 15, 16, 20. Notice that it's sorted. Mind the gaps, right? Don't forget that we encode the gaps. So you can proceed with elimination. Normally, if you proceed with elimination, you should arrive to the correct answer. Does anybody need more time? Doesn't seem to be the case. Everybody entered an answer. Are you sure of your answer?
Can you check my answer and let me know if discard, like eliminate a random one of the other three that isn't big?
You want to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So you want a bonus. You want the eliminate for half of the answer. Who wants to grant a joker to Georges for eliminating half of the answers? I don't see a lot of raised hands. So you stay with your. All right, so I'm going to show the correct answer, and the correct answer is B. Remember the gaps, we encode the gaps. So the gaps would be 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, right? The gaps, the first one and then the gaps. That's how we do. We don't encode the actual original numbers. So this is big.
The following postings list.
And mind the gaps. That was the trick that I gave at the end. That you need to encode the posting list, knowing that we encode the gaps of the posting list.
Right.
Who agrees to grant a joker to Georges, and we on the premise that the
say explicitly encode the gaps of the posting list?
That's what I said already. I just wanted to play with the words. Anyway, who wants to grant the right for Georges to stay in the game? There's only 2 people left. The goal today is just to have fun, right? So
I'm not going to take the cookies otherwise. It's going to
for the students.
Gameplay.
Okay. So let's say that the student, is it fair to say the students won against the TAs?
Yes.
Do you agree? Okay, let's say that. So the students won against the TAs, so congratulations. And we have 2 students left in the game. All right. So now we need to break the tie between the 2 of you, right? Of course, just to be clear, I wouldn't just say mind the gaps at the exam, right? At the exam, we formulate explicitly and so on, right? So it's just a figure of speech. All right. What should we give to? So which one of these ratios did we not define as an evaluation measure? So I'm asking for the one that I had to come up with some name for that nobody uses, right? You remember that 3 of them, they have an official name that everybody agrees with, and 1 of them does not have a name. And so you need to find out the one of the 4 that does not have a universally agreed upon name. Right? True negatives over all non-returned documents. You both got it right? Did you too? Oh, you didn't participate. What would you have said? C and D. C and D, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, now you see. Yeah. B. Oh, B and C, yes, like the singer. True positives over all relevant documents. So how are they called? So true positives over all returned results. What do you call this? Precision, right? Yeah. The second one, true positives over all relevant documents. Recall, yes. And this one, true negatives over all non-relevant documents. Specificity. Yeah, exactly. And this is the one that doesn't have an agreed upon name. I thought of crypto, Thesarian, over exhaustiveness. But anyway, that's not a standard and nobody really uses that one. All right. And both of you got it right. Maybe you remember what the Dewey classification is? Right. What would you have said, Georges? The library, yes, indeed. That's used by libraries. And you both got it right. Okay, very good. Maybe this one. How do we decrease the number of false positives with phrase queries? So we saw that there's 2 techniques that we can use, but one of the 2 has false positives, and we can decrease the number of false positives by modifying something. Yeah. Oh, yes, you need to see the screen. Yeah. It used to be that I was not projected on the question, so I still have the in my mind that that people see the question. Yeah. By the way, with phrase index, I mean the ones, you know, the keyword indices. What I call phrase index here is the keyword indices. Right? What would you have said? B, yeah, so the correct one. Indeed, you need to, something interesting happens. So we need bigger tuples that reduces the false positives because it makes it harder for a document to be returned even though it's not correct. So that's the second one. The third one is incorrect because if you post filter, it's not true that there may still be false positives. If you post filter, you remove them all. So there is no false positives that remain at all. So this is why the third one was not correct. Okay, so what happens, because we need a winner, is that the both of you can stand up again and we continue, but we hope that in the last 10 minutes, we manage to break the tie.
But you see the difference, right? That if you don't mind the gaps in London, you fall into the tracks. Mm-hmm. But if you don't mind the gaps in Switzerland, in information retrieval course, you lose the cookies.
No, I feel so bad about this, the mind the gap. No, you know what? We have the TA lunch in the Dots foyer. You're going to get inundated with Lindor-Kugel.
Okay.
Is that a good way to make amends? All right, so that is, okay. Very good. Okay, so let's see what's your answer. Oh, I don't see any votes. Is the system not working? Could you put answers in there? It says that the number of votes is 0 in here. Oh yeah, now it's increasing. Okay. So I'm asking for the most accurate definition of a normalized type. Yep. There you go. So the correct answer is the fourth one. It's an equivalence class. Normalized types are associated with posting lists in the standard inverted index.
And we have a champion.
And we have a winner. So congratulations. So you can get to the front and collect the one of the two cookies that you want, and then the box of cookies, and then we'll give the second box of cookies to the second ranked student. So please come to the front. What is your name? Alex.
It's his second treat today. He also got a treat for the mystery game.
Oh, you also got the mystery game? Wow. You can if you want. It's very sportive. Yeah, absolutely. You can if you want. So let's. So you can come to the front as well. So the second one, who was third? You were, yes. Okay. So let's say that.
But I'm the TA.
Yeah, but you'll still get the Lindor-Kugel.
The what?
The Lindor-Kugel.
Oh.
You'll still get them. Because I agree that the mind the gap was not precise enough for the question. So congratulations to both of you. And so the third students, what is your name? Max. And what is your name? And Robin. So Alex, Robin, and Max are the winners of this semester's quiz. So the timing is actually perfect because it's now 10 to 12. So I guess that's it. I'm just going to stop here. So thank you, everybody. That's always a strange moment to basically be done with the entire semester, and it's even the last day of the semester. So now we enter the period of summer and preparation period. Thank you for being such amazing students. That was really, I had a great time teaching. The TAs also fantastic to work with them. And I think you also had a great time, right, in the exercise sessions. We are going to be here for you during the exam preparation period. Do not hesitate to send us email to let us know what is not clear, and we will help, right? So now let's go grab some lunch with the TAs. Let me give you the Lindor-Kugeln for making amends on the Mind the Gap. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy there's a last exercise session. What are the plans with the exercise session? Yes, so if nothing was sent, then I guess it's planned as usual, yeah? So thank you, everybody, and have a nice weekend, exam preparation. See you in August for the exam. Goodbye. Thank you. That really means a lot. I really, really enjoyed teaching. Goodbye, everybody.